pool, by the way. One of Infi's losers' choices. We're gonna have, hopefully, a full 5-map series here as we start things off on Hammerfall.
Alrighty, a very good map for human and undead alike. Thank you, Method Man, for the tier 1 sub. Might bring Redman in as well. Yeah, that means there is a good chance of seeing a match between them, and they have very, very good macro games. Both of them, multiple bases is where they truly excel. But for Infi, we always have to see on a map-to-map basis what his match is. And we go. And Infi starting things with the Horde.
All right. Going random, getting Orc. This for a long time was also the race he was choosing against Undead. Was also able to find some success, at least on some maps, against Happy with this. But I feel like Happy has become bulletproof in this matchup. You know, for 1-0 and for Labby, we've seen them struggle a lot, especially lately against Wyvern. But for Happy, it seems to be a different beast. I feel like Infi will have to come up with, again, something new if he wants to have a chance with the Horde.
And this looks relatively new, or at least different. While everyone else is playing, or everyone at the moment is playing Farseer Wyvern, you usually want a super fast tech. Infi, though, opens up with a Rax. And of course, Happy doesn't know what the opener is and what the race is.
And no Warmill. So this is just Farseer Grunt. Ultra old school. As I say that, here's the Warmill. Alright, never mind. That's a late Warmill, though.
Grunt into Headhunters.
Wait. So he's got only 10 peons? Huh?
That's very little. This
now
might...
he's making more peons. Wait, what?
Is he pushing with the Fire Lord then? But then again, tech would take some time.
Okay, we got another Burrow coming now. It will be Headhunters in the end. But look how late the Warmill is. He has to wait so long for the first Headhunter. If you make a build order mistake?
Can't be. That can't be. It's Infi after all. Happy is quite okay with this, I guess. DK Ghouls absolutely playable against this style of orcs that what he would usually be playing as well. Coil lasted. Not even too much poison spread from the Hydra.
Putting a lot of good damage here on the DK. That's something that you can punish Happy with. Happy's pretty greedy sometimes, trying to get items from the middle of the map like we saw here. And before level 2, before Aura, the DK is a frail little guy. Not the worst opening for Infi at all. If you can also land level 2 here, that would be perfect.
That is, of course, correct. Skeletons dealing with the orc army. Ghouls are creeping. DK down to 50%. Town portal sold as always. Tech unfolding for Infi and Happy alike, with Infi being a little faster with his Grand Headhunters last hit with another investment of a coil.
Farseer almost got the creep blasted there, so Happy felt like he had to go for the coil to secure it, because this creep would be level 2 for him. Oh no, it wouldn't. There's something missing still.
Huh, how did that happen? Also, investments into a Narrow Tower. One wolf might be the level. And he gets it. No resummon by Infi. Little bit of a mistake, just a hair too late.
Yeah, it's a tiny thing, not resummoning the wolf, but honestly, it would have made a big difference. Because if the DK didn't get level 2 here, it would have been really hard to get it following that. Of course, he could have gone to the orange, but if Infi pressured that, that would have been difficult as well. But yeah, having level 2 now in the aura makes life a lot better. And it seems like Infi is satisfied so far with his harass. He's gonna start creeping now himself.
Orcfi in a little bit of trouble here. Poison was spread. This Hydra is quite some nice experience, but Happy claims that one for himself as well. It's about ghouls now. Can he take them out? If Infi's plan is really to go for a Fire Lord push, every single unit that he kills is important, as it can't be used for defense. But Happy is out for murder.
Oh, barely that Headhunter gets out. That was a little bit lucky maybe. Normally Happy locks those in. Infi here has a couple of options. I think Fire Lord Tower Push, in my experience, is something that can't work against Undead, although I might be surprised. Normally, it's either Tier 2 expansion or Tier 3 Berserkers with Tri-Hero.
Shadowhunter it is. Tri-Hero it might be. A very regular game by Infi, not too much cheesing, which usually when he's off racing, kind of known for. We've seen it with the tower pushes yesterday. Also, he was one of the very first to introduce Mass Wyvern years ago. Or reintroduce, I want to say. Coil gets the kill and forces are diminishing. This is also not like double barracks Lin style, right? It's just relatively straight up.
Yeah, it's almost like old school Headhunters into Tier 3. Very few losses so far, only a single Headhunter has died this early game. And with the DK so far away from 3, I think this is a decent start for Infi. But now the Dark Ranger joins, and the pressure's not yet off.
She's very late though. Wonder if that's not gonna be a liability. One Headhunter falls, this one is also up for grabs. Okay, this once again the perfect timing. 2 skeletons risen and a Headhunter's taken out. DK damage is solid. And ghouls start to fall as well as we have the counter with the Shadowhunter.
Yeah, only a single ghoul here going down for Happy. This seems to have been a very good exchange for him. And the Dark Ranger 1.4 already. And of course, late game, Dark Ranger on level 3 will be extremely good. Perhaps the best weapon that Undead has against Berserkers late game is the Dark Ranger, so strengthening her will be very valuable.
Will result in a lower level Lich, of course, and the coil is also not level 2, and actually, Happy is quite far away from that. Very good damage on the heroes, also getting the last hit here is essential. You don't want to give XP away via coil to the Undead.
Happy playing quite the aggressive start. I'm kind of surprised he's not creeping more. Normally at this stage in the game, before Frenzy is ready, the Undead feels a little bit timid and rather wants to go for creeping. And maybe that is now the next step. But it's Infi on the approach. Feeling strong right now with the Hex.
+8 claws, nice to have. Hero levels for Happy, very underwhelming. If you can take this away, it would be huge. Rock Golem was bribed a little bit. Hex should always be a kill. You gotta be careful about these grunts as well. Don't want them to be turned into a skeleton. And you gotta be careful since there is no speed scroll and a boulder toss is just 1 second away.
And the safe play here for Happy would be to just leave this camp to Infi and just creep 2 or 3 camps himself. Happy is really, really eager to harass. I don't really understand why, I have to say. He normally scales better with levels late game, but it seems to be Happy's priority here to stop creeping as much as he can.
Looks like it. Rock Golem now. Huge. Who gets it? Shadowhunter. Nicely done on the cost of a Hex. Everything's a little odd now with so many ghouls threatening surrounds. Kodo coming in. We're waiting for the Berserker upgrade. We're waiting for the TC. What an interesting approach by Infi as well to not be shying away from the Dark Ranger, yet pressuring and harassing with the tier 1 Headhunters. And it's working out so far.
Shadowhunter now out of mana. This is where the statues kick in. Happy is now going to have healing advantage, but still needs to wait for the tier 3 upgrades. He's got the orb already on the ledge. Okay, and Frenzy is about to finish. Happy has one of the strongest power spikes coming up.
And there's no mana, and there's no level 3. But there is a TC, and Infi decides to go for Stomp. He doesn't need that much movement on the map, I assume, because Happy's push is imminent. 44 food, third hero is out already, plus orb. For a Happy game, by the way, his inventory is empty. It's like a ghost town. Usually everything is filled up to the brim. You see claws everywhere. Not the case here. Infi didn't allow it.
Happy only grabbed 2 green camps this game. That's it. I guess he got half of the other green from Infi that he was going for. Very little creeping by Happy this game. We'll see if that was the right call. Ooh, scroll the beast. That's a lot of damage on these ghouls now as well. Waiting for the stomp. The TC Wednesday ready. Didn't want to pop the invuln. A lot of units going down. Not popping the invuln potion here. Perhaps a bit greedy. We'll see. TC needs to find the connect, but Happy is moving the ghouls pretty well against them until now. There was the big stomp. But so many berserkers have gone down already.
Infi needs production, Infi needs reinforcements, he doesn't have Ensnare to control anything. Happy threatening us around, a little bit of damage wasted as the Farseer just escapes. Kodo being caught, snacks his way out, closes it immediately. Big losses for Infi, and Happy once again shows these razor sharp timings. He hits him by far the best.
I guess Happy wisely, as we can now see in retrospect, stop the Orc from creeping, because the Orc needs hero levels more oftentimes than the Undead does. Once Frenzy Ghoul is already, the Undead's always ready to fight, regardless of levels. Farseer finally got level 3, but that took a long time. Shadowhunter's still not there. TC still doesn't have Aura. Happy is working on a supply lead here.
And how are you bringing this back? Levels are necessary. TC is a beast, and Stomps will threaten, but the Chain Lightning is not on the necessary level, nor is the Heal Wave. Infi trying to squeeze out some reinforcements, but Happy is out for murder.
5 Berserkers now. He's remaking the numbers. No double beasts, no double barracks to remake them quickly, like we saw Lin, for example, do, which looked pretty cool. He's building his army up again. Can he take a fight?
Kodo is about to pop out. It's gonna be close. Only hero damage as the ghouls have been used and put to the safe side. Oh, gets the last hit off before the Kodo pops. That's so unfortunate. Sacrificing the TC now, down to 1/3. Has to pop the invuln. Where is the damage against these ghouls? There it is, but it's only level 1, tickling them. Counter heal immediately. And Headhunters, they're just fodder for the melee army of undead.
Yeah, I feel like the TC only got really one stomp off this game against the ghouls. And that one seemed to be a little too late. Happy picking off one by one here these units. Now the Berserkers keep dying. Started this fight, Happy dodged the first stomp very nicely. And what we were talking about earlier has now come to pass. Dark Ranger is level 3, and those skeletons are so strong.
Happy is also expanding on the back of this push. It's at 50%, double, not double racks, but yeah, Acolyte production now. More creeps up for grabs. Infi gotta be incredibly careful. Outer lumber, outer gold. Got double level 3 and level 2 now. At least he accomplished that. But still, everything's missing.
And Happy's still on a warpath. This is more aggressive than I feel like Happy's playing most of the time. Hardly any creeping here by Happy. He still doesn't have many items at all. Lich, for example, still naked. Oh, if it gets the TC, this might be the end of the game already. With the heal wave and a speed scroll, he gets away. But with this great early game and mid game, Happy has gotten far enough ahead to have the expansion, which is now up. I think Infi scouted it, but he's in absolutely no position to do anything about it.
Was it the right build is the question. It looked okay up until that fight on the northern bridge where Happy took control. Infi maybe a little hesitant to go for a TP. In hindsight, that would maybe be better. But yeah, there is no chance anymore. Supply lead is growing, levels are crazy, Expo is up, and it's just a matter of time. The doomed clock is ticking for Infi.
He is at the shooting gallery, getting one prize after the next. Triple level 3 heroes now as well, and of course the statues here at the backbone of the sustain is so insanely good. Quite a few ghouls I guess have also gone down this game, but Happy always is able to trade way better. And he's going to be able to do that and more now with the 2 base economy. Infi is hoping for a miracle here.
How do you get it though? And where? No consumables to bank your hopes on. He wants to go down with one last attack, I guess, but 35 food is very early mid-game territory. Tiny Great Hall. Tiny Great Hall and a lot of hope.
Yeah. That's the right call. You gotta risk something here. You gotta hope to buy time for Happy to not scout it and not punish it for a long time, and then maybe there is a way. But Happy is on the approach, and he's scouting also for a tiny.
And it is mining indeed. Happy roaming around, no objectives where he's at the map, but the bottom left hand side holds so much XP, and Infi, despite that expo, can still not contest anything. He's oh, okay, yo, no creeping at all. You're gonna finish the series as fast as possible. Let's go. GG.
Yeah. Infi knows there's no way to win this fight anymore. He gambled a little bit there in the end with a tiny. Of course, the game was 99% over anyways. Oh, short glimpse of the big trophy case. Happy. The big favorite for this tournament, of course, the most successful player by far in the TP League. And here looking, well, solid as ever.
Right on, 1-0. But of course, just because this map went pretty much completely Happy's way, it doesn't have to be the same. Infi is still on random. The situation can always be different from map to map. And now we are on Infi territory. Concealed Hill is the map.
Yeah, on second thought, by the way, I think random doesn't even bother Happy so much. Mentioning the heroes earlier, you know? If he goes DK, like, he can basically go DK ghouls every time. It's good against Orc, it's good against Night Elf. It's not so good against Undead, but that doesn't matter. It's still okay against Undead. And Infi's Undead is definitely not his strongest, as we've seen. There's one issue. It's pretty bad against human. If Infi randoms human, that's going to be by far his best chance.
Yep, I agree. DK Ghouls, standard against Night Elf, standard against Orc. In a mirror match, you know, against like 1-0, that would be a disaster, of course. But against Infi, he should just simply be the better undead player. And then he takes it somehow, so it shouldn't really matter. I think Infi's best chance is by far with human, as you just said, then with Orc, then Night Elf, and in a mirror match, there. He can just GG out.
Maybe there's some way that Infi can dig up the old Cryptlord cheese again.
Yeah.
He used to be really good with that. That was a long time ago, though. One base, there is zero chance. But I mean, we all want to see him get random. We all want to see him get human, I mean.
Oh, roll the dice again. Pray to the gods that it's as much human as possible. Even though, do you want the human roll? Oh, Remo with the head scratch. Are you into the meta now?
I'm feeling it. And I got the right feeling, baby, because it is human. All right, boys. Now we're on.
It is human on Concealed Hill, though. A Fortitude can expand here. A Fortitude can make this his map. But can Infi do the same? Show me.
What is the best hero? We've seen a lot of humans here go MK in the past. But I would say MK is a lot better against Lich rather than DK. And it's almost certainly going to be DK Ghouls, isn't it?
Yep. It's... If this is a Lich, it's very favorable for Happy, also with the Dreadlord, but you can't really go for that. An Archmage is here, and DK Ghouls should be confirmed.
Yep, DK Ghouls against Archmage. I would say this is a good start for Infi. This is slightly in favor of him. But how much experience does he have lately? Expanding against the top undeads. When every unit is hunting after your peasants, how good are your reactions? How perfect is your creep route?
How many peasants can you save? Of course, if there's no Nova, if there's no Carrion Swarm, they should be safer, and that should allow a better early and also mid game. Infi's human versus undead was always a sight to behold. 1-0 was struggling 10 years ago. But it's a different game now. Archmage out, we get the levels first, and then we expand. Or is Infi one of those one base players?
I would be shocked. We will find out soon. Infi also went for an early tower, by the way. I feel like against Undead that's not really necessary, but wants to be on the safe side of things. Both here creeping the first camp. Gloves on both.
Should help the Archmage a little more. Level 2 unlocked. It is Expo confirmed by the farm. Oh boy. Man, I feel the tension in the air. There's some electricity in the air now.
Happy's gonna come south with the ghouls. Good footy scout. Very important here to have a footy across the map, always looking to see what the undead is up to. And the thing about the DK, you can't really take out the footman. Unless you want to throw a bunch of coils, which is not what you want. Mantle for Infi, also really good. Todd once called this the Infi DLC. Always getting the perfect item. So far, it's holding true.
That's right. Now we contest. Still, Infi is somewhat on a timer. Happy is teching already. Gets the last hit level 2. Unholy Aura now involved. Happy, by the way, has lost 4 series in a row versus Fortitude. So his matchup versus Human is certainly suffering. The creeps are making this weird. Coil thrown, Ghoul down. And 2 charges of Roll of Necromancy. Infi trying to create space for that Expo camp.
Yeah, all the mana out of the DK, that's really nice. And 1 ghoul killed as well. It will certainly be a delay on the expansion, but it might be worth it.
Boots.
Militia have now been called. Lots of them. 8 militia ready to clear the natural.
Early boots as well to be able to chase the ghouls and chase the DK. Yo, this has to work though. This can't give Happy too much fodder. First creep down, but Footman as well, denied by the creeps, but a kill is a kill. Little bit weird to get a connection here.
Ugly got surrounded for a little moment, but he gets out again. Big last hit here. Happy missed the coil. Ooh. Rare mistake by Happy. Big XP for the Archmage. 10 of energy. Not good now, but good later. And now how many peasants will fall?
And
like
how
that many?
And how many ghouls will fall? Archmage with the boots, as I said. What elementals make sure that the ghouls can't do any more damage as they are level 2 and they put some more damage onto them. And necessary number of footmen for the power build for a tower. Yeah, Happy is on tier 2 soon, but I would say this worked pretty fine.
Telestaff now on the Archmage. He sold the gloves, which seems a little bit weird, but alright, needs a gold, I guess.
I think if you trade for a circlet, it makes sense. Like, it's not that much damage you get from gloves early on, and you get almost as much gold as you need for a circlet, and that gives you more HP, more armor, more everything. I like that trade.
I don't. I mean, you only get 70 gold. This is not at all the same as a circlet.
Yeah, I know, but it's cheaper than going for a circlet without selling the gloves, and you need gold anyway. I don't think it's bad. I think you overestimate the value of gloves.
I like it. DK's back. Hunting for more kills.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the potential in comparison to a Dreadlord or a Lich?
1, 2, and it seems like a third peasant here will be going down, but honestly, it's really not that many peasants. All things considered. Arcane Tower is now up. And the Watchman in the perfect position against the ghouls.
And Footy's in the base. During the attack, it has just started. Is this cancelling the tier 3? Archmage is here. Onto the Acolytes. Infi buying so much time.
Yeah, nice play. This is what it was known for. Delay plays, great tactics with staffs, and sometimes even Blizzard. And Happy's forced home for a good while here.
Love it. This has always been the strongest of Chinese humans versus undead. The amount of space they create with footmen. As an undead, you want to be in Happy's in Infi's face at the expo, doing damage, killing peasants. But now you had to abandon the tech, rebuild your own workers. This is how Happy wants to play against Infi, not the other way around.
It's gonna cost some footies. It's gonna give Happy some free experience, but he's still not DK3. Good early game again, we must say, for Infi. Tech now started. Infi, I think, also had perfect vision. And... wait, he's going for a blacksmith. Already? Well, I guess it's not that early, really. Wants to go for gyros, I suppose.
Yeah, that will probably be the most threatening timing at the arrival of tier 3, but Infi pushed it back for 40 seconds, 50 seconds? Quite a good amount of time. What is Happy going for now? For the rest of the game?
Could try to go for a destroyer bust. Could also try to creep up the rest of the map, get hero superiority. There's still lots of stuff he can do, really. But again, he's trying to hit the peasants. With the ghouls, with the skellies, and the towers aren't really ready yet.
Arcane is of course up, but there's also no follow-up damage really, is there? Wind of Mana stealing into a couple of ghouls, but there we got the guard tower and shredder and water elementals and archmage damage. It cost a town portal, but it's held.
There was quite a few peasants going down though. Mining was stopped for a while here. The tech cancel was the big story. Destroyers are still far away. This gives Infi plenty of time. He's gonna have unlimited lumber soon, with which he can go for a workshop and more towers if he wishes.
Mountain King, hero of choice for Happy. Are you feeling a Dark Ranger or can he still do Pit Lord?
Wow, Infi's going tier 3 without even a workshop. That looks very confident here.
And why not? Supply lead, echo lead. Hero levels are so great. He got level 4 on this Archmage. Unlimited water elementals.
Trying to surround the DK as well. Oh, Infi. Trying to flex a little bit.
Lich is a bit in a precarious situation here. Caught behind enemy lines. Say hello to my friend with the hammer. Lich down.
That costs Happy even more resources. It's going to be even harder to now finally get his levels. Infi's in the perfect spot here.
Yep.
And again, we must say, Infi, this is your race, bro. This is your race. Of course, not to, you know, be too...
oh my god.
Cheerleader-like here. We have to remember, this was a DK ghouls. This is not a good build against
Yep, exactly. DK was surrounded after the bolt, had to staff out, losing half of his HP. And Infi's game is only now starting to come together. With the tier 3, with the flag cannons. There's not even a single destroyer yet. He's still waiting for the upgrade at the 10-minute 30 mark. Infi is simply destroying Happy right now.
Having a level 4 AM this early is so good. Didn't get pushed for the longest time. Double workshop gyro production coming in now, just as the destroyers will become relevant. No knights yet, of course. Would love to see a second barracks, but Infi's trying with only the one.
Okay, that's maybe a bit problematic. What's up next? This Lich is only now level 2. Does he have to go? He has to go for Frost Armor, right? Didn't decide yet.
For sure.
Oh, that's a lot of gyros already. I think this is a sufficient number for this push.
Should be more than enough. More gyros are also coming. Infi's breaking into upkeep right away. Gyros were able to fight the destroyers along with the towers.
Infi is waiting.
On point, the militia call timing as well. Man, Infi playing a beautiful defense here.
Absolutely. These destroyers stand no chance. The Orb of Annihilation. Oh my god, surrounded the Lich. Destroyers are gone. Happy tap out already. You are without any chance in this game.
Damn. What a showing by Infi. Man. Really good game. Really good game understanding as well. Realizing that delaying the expansion is fine if he has a good early game and then has lots of peasants, lots of lumber later on. Infi playing a beautiful human game here again.
Yeah, just like yesterday. Once against... Oh! Nice block by Happy. Create space for the coil. Okay. Despite being in an almost hopeless situation, still pulling out some nice plays. But yeah, just like against Colorful with the Mountain King opening, just like against Soen yesterday, Infi is a pretty solid human gamer.
Unfortunately, the chance to roll human is only 25%. We'll have to see on the following maps. But yeah, this game is like, truly hopeless.
Like,
Happy perhaps wants to try to get higher hero levels, win with the heroes only. But 3-2-2 is not enough.
Mountain King has hammers for days thanks to the level 2 Brilliance Aura. The hero nuke is strong, Holy Light. And if there's a bash... Oh, yeah, there is. He might be dead, I was about to say. Sweet silence to get the night kill. Happy stabbing against the defeat. Every map is valuable to him. But he just doesn't have the forces. We got gyro bombs as well, taking out the statue. This is just beautiful.
Infi finding so many kills, working now on his own levels as well. MK3 and Pally 3 would be amazing. While the Archmage is close to 5 already.
That's right. Sanctums are coming now. For, like, in anticipation of Banshees, of A-bombs. Maybe for a little bit of healing. For inner fire. And upgrades queued as well. It's still Happy though. If someone finds a way out, it's him. But I struggle to see this.
Needs levels and items. Gets a big item here, unfortunately for him. Only the Legion Doomhorn. And Infi again, hot on his heels, looking for more kills. He's got good damage output now. Infi, by the way, playing like old school human. No early staff, no early orb, which is normally always a staple nowadays.
Yeah. Mountain King in a little bit of trouble. Here comes the nuke. Lich down. No chance of saving that guy. Mountain King should also be safe with the next Holy Light. DK finds himself in a surround. Infi playing human is the Warcraft equivalent to a Bernini sculpture, a Picasso painting. Yeah, whatever that was, get it all in. Infi, you deserve that treat.
Well played. Infi's human continues to be by far his best race, as it seems. Really well done. Deservedly taking map 2. Happy again shows that he is beatable, shows that he can be vulnerable. But beating him in the end in the best of 5 is going to be again a different story. All the props goes to Infi and he deserves that praise, but something to keep in mind. Happy against random has to play DK Ghouls, and again, DK Ghouls just simply is a bad build against human. That is also just a reality.
What's next? Hopefully 3 more. Again, Happy is bleeding. Starbuck took a map. Infi takes a map. 40 takes series back to back to back to back. Happy was even dipping below 2700 MMR recently. This is the... I don't want to even say the weakest Happy in a long time. This is the strongest seen in a long time. That are slowly getting closer to his level. He's still the Emperor, he's still the guy to beat, but the gap is closer. Tidehunters is next.
Tidehunters normally considered a very good undead expansion map, but Happy normally only expands in a few matchups, and that is Human Mirror, and very rarely against... let's just say Human Mirror? No, undead versus Human, obviously. And very rarely against Night Elf on some maps. Meaning that Happy probably doesn't just go for a blind expo.
Let's go, everybody. Map 3. Who claims match points? It is Happy on the left-hand side versus Night Elfie on the bottom right-hand side.
Indeed. Infi here, first with Orc, then with Human, now with Night Elf. That means next game must be with Undead, right, Neo?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's how it works. We know it.
That's right. He's going for a Tavern Hero build, which at the moment has to mean Fire Lord normally. It was Moon who showed really, really strongly how to play that against Happy. He won multiple maps against him, even won a series, an important one, in the Adobe Engine of Wonders Cup. But nobody outside of Moon really has been able to make it work against Happy. Infi now daring to test his skill.
Thank you very much, Fatman, for the euro, and thank you, Xandorian, for the 8-month resub. Also perfect timing. Thank you, James Lewin, for the 35-month. Thanks for all the great coverage and all you do. Thank you very much.
Happy is normally a beast against Night Elf. And he doesn't have an imperfect build here. DK Ghouls is what you would go against Night Elf anyways. Happy is scouting with an Acolyte early and will know right away what to expect.
What's Infi's X factor? He played a solid standard game with Orc, but at some point Happy was just playing more flawless, if that's even possible. You know, like it's a kind of weird word combination. But it feels like when he's not playing human, Infi needs a little bit of a trick. A little bit of something, a little bit of cheese. Then, on the other hand, the unfortunate thing is Happy is very cheese-proof.
Infi is playing very aggressive with the Fire Lord, by the way. With Moon, we saw him almost always harassing with the Fire Lord only, and the archers at home would be creeping. But that's not the case here. Infi isn't creeping at all. He's playing aggro with the Fire Lord. Love to pick up a few ghouls here, but can't quite get that.
Still in awe that the Chinese overlay has a split counter for lava spawns, man. That is so freaking genius. And we need a couple of splits. We need strong lava spawns. The hot equivalent to water elementals when Infi is playing human. They are the main damage against ghouls, and ghouls is what you want to take out.
Trying to split. Oh, recoil was just in time. No split for that one. Still 0 experience on the Fire Lord. And also 0 mana right now.
Yeah, that's already a problem.
That Infi was hoping for.
Nope. Infi will face a tier 2 undead. No expansion. If there was a plan for that, that's been shut down with the Fire Lord. Easy. Archer falls to the creeps on the right-hand side. Infi, after getting a lot of momentum on Concealed Hill with human, now again on the back foot.
Fairly strong now in the middle of the map. Fire Lord right clicks are always good. Lava Spawn did split once. We have some archers as well. And one archer unfortunately was mismicroed into the creeps. She died. Turns out Archer can't beat the Rock Golem 1v1.
Who would have thought, eh? DK trying to find some information, gets the corpse, sends the Skelly, will find an expansion. Infi's tech also unfolding, and damage on the DK is quite nice, but same as the experience. 2.3 already.
Gonna get this Archer as well, I guess. One coil will be enough. There she goes. It's 2 archers now dead from the early game. DK 2.5 already. Expansion has been found. But it came at a good timing. It's in a good position as well. The expansion should finish. But will that be enough?
No incinerate just yet. No big mass of lava spawns just yet. They both expire as well. And Happy knows about this expansion. This is the perfect setup for the Emperor.
Oh, the Skelly wasn't enough for level 2 for the Fire Lord. Needs a little bit more.
This is unholdable. There's piercing damage. Okay. But not enough. Ghouls tear through the tree of life. A couple of kills, but only onto Happy's account. That was a statement deny here. I am slurping your milkshake.
Save that ghoul as well. Alright, finally a ghoul goes down, and Infi gets the experience for it. But an expansion cancel is so painful, dude. This is all timings out the window for Infi. He now has to try to creep the national and expand on the spot. But there it's so easy to scout and to cancel. And of course Happy's on the way to tier 3 already.
Yeah. Elfie in a world of trouble. This looks pretty bad.
The lures. Oh god, the lures.
I wouldn't mind to see it Infi GG.
This was hopeless. This is so bad.
This is hopeless. Just absolutely hopeless. And this is something that happens so often, right? You take a map of Happy, you start a little bit of hype, and he smacks it down in like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, you know, a lot of RNG involved here, especially with random. Night Elf, I would say, by far, the race with the least chances for Infi. Tried, of course, with the expansion, but that's nothing special. That's nothing new. Happy has faced this and practiced against it plenty of times. And he's got Night Elf figured out since like 5 years ago.
That's correct. The 9-minute Nightmare push, of course, always strong. He's the best player against every Night Elf strategy, while 1-0 and Labyrinth are certainly struggling. He is not, and also an X-Lord, of course, in that discussion. He's not.
Shredder now for Infi, who seems to be forced to play one base with a Fire Lord. That is not where you like to see yourself, but Happy didn't allow for anything else, apparently.
Tier 3 around the corner, only Dryads, Demon Hunter severely underleveled. What impact do lava spawns level 2 really do? Quite merciful by Happy to allow this game to go a little longer.
Switch is out. Is again greeted with the most wonderful of items. Happy as so often prioritizing the right click damage. A little Nova Steel there as well. And if things weren't bad enough already, the Steam Hunter isn't even close to level 3.
At least he got evasion. That's something. I am surprised that Infi is still in this game. At least, you know, physically? Virtually? What is it? I don't know. Tier 3 only starting now. No Expo. Both are things you need against Undead.
Getting stronger and stronger. Lich now level 2, DK is about to get level 3, and the tier 3 timing is about to hit. Right, Infi going for a big attempt with the Dryad. Kite's gonna try to go for the red. I like this. He needs big XP, perfect items. And he's got some good items on the demon already, to be fair.
Okay then. This is gonna be a tough nut to crack. Happy taking the entire south, or pretty much the entire south. Red spot there. Lots of consumables, of course. He's also going for frost armor here on the Lich. But now, there's a Naga, and with that, it's time.
This must be level 3 for Infi, right? Yep. Got it. And the item is Claws plus 12. Ooh, that's sick on the Fire Lord, actually.
Yep.
That's a good item.
Incinerate 2 would be a big boost. There's green camps. Infi is scouting for an expansion. Things are getting into not very bad territory. I still wouldn't bet a dime on Infi winning this. But maybe with some lames and a solid late game idea, there might be a chance.
I will be holding my breath. One base Night Elf normally only possible with the Demon Hunter first, Naga second. But Infi would give it his best shot. The thing is, this is really not his kind of game. Like just one base, tier 3, micro game. That was never Infi's go-to.
Nice little creeping with the lava spawns, so they do hold some value, even though you don't want to expose them to destroyers, as they get rid of them fairly quickly before they're level 3. He did get level 4 Fire Lord. Level 2 Incinerate can be a weapon in combination with the Claws plus 12. We also have an Orb on the Demon Hunter, who unlocked level 2 Mana Burn. Supply is relatively even, but it is tier 3 supply against tier 2 supply at the moment. But also that is about to change.
Alright, some items here on Infi. Happy now going for the push. Can Infi hold this flood that so many Night Elves have fallen to before?
Bear is ready. Demon Hunters. His HP is just getting wiped out.
What?
Good. Well, all hope is lost now.
There he goes. Maybe at the invuln on the wrong slot or something. Kind of weird. Firelord also dead.
Oof. That was... Unfortunately, a slip in the worst possible moment. And Happy is, of course, the guy who punishes every single mistake you'll ever do in the shortest span of time. Nice by Infi that he tried to fight away from this pretty bad early game, to be honest. But not like this.
Yeah, Night Elf was always going to be very low percentage chance for him anyways. Human, still what he hopes for. On the right map, maybe Orc. On the right weird map, maybe Undead, Crypto expansion, something like that. And tell you what, the next map is getting weird and interesting. Lost Temple, Infi's map pick. And here, Happy's strategy choice might change. Because this is normally a great fast expansion map where maybe he's going to move away from DK.
Right on. Lost Temple, the macro map, the biggest map. And I wonder, is Happy switching up his strategy as well? Because DK Ghouls, nice and well, but on Lost Temple he almost always played the Dreadlord.
Yeah, Dreadlord against Human is extremely good on LT. This is where we saw him first and he looked super, super strong. But Dreadlord is really bad in some matchups. If you play Dreadlord against Night Elf, you just want to go into the basement and cry, not take the blanket and party. Oh, we're ready already. Jumping into the game and we have it revealed. Infi again with Night Elf.
Ooh. Elfie with close position. This is the worst thing that could have happened. Happy has a pretty safe fast expansion position, has a fast push position towards Infi's expansion, and it is Elfie.
This is the map that Night Elf normally always veto. Infi now forced to play. It was his own choice. And what's his hero gonna be?
Yeah.
Be unclear here on both heroes, actually.
True. Demon Hunter doable, Keeper possible. I don't know if Infi can play Warden, but he'll show us. Oh boy. I don't know if I've ever seen an Infi Warden.
Oh, and it's a Lich! Happy,
Ooh.
like I mentioned, you know, with this map being so good for Fast Expo, you can switch up the hero. Lich first versus Warden first. I don't think I've ever seen that matchup before.
It is a promising setup in terms of damage output.
Interesting. Like, Frost Armor is so good against a chasing Warden with Shadow Strike, but with Lich first you also really, really want Dark Ritual for mana sustain. I feel like he actually has to go Dark Ritual, so he won't have Frost Armor. Oh,
and the Lich is of course fragile. Like, you can click on a DK and sometimes kill him, but DK has of course a lot of HP as well, being a strength hero. Not necessarily the case for a Lich, and you usually have that DK to protect the Lich, but if you play Lich first, then obviously the DK is coming in later. Maybe it's not a crazy disaster, and the setup is playable. But man, Infi, you need all your Warcraft brain to solve this puzzle now.
But considering the map, I'm so surprised about the Warden. This is the worst map, perhaps in Warcraft history, for level 3 creeping. How is he ever gonna get level 3? He's expanding super early. So is Happy. Tier 1 expansions on both sides. Okay, this could make for a long macro game. Seems like that would be something quite fun for us.
Right on, so I had to leave the caster chair for a second and get another coffee. I am buckled up and ready for a 50-minute classic. Please, you guys, I don't want this to be over. Happy, of course, match points in this map. One map away from a winner bracket semifinal versus Kaho, which would then be a rematch of last times win a bracket quarterfinal. Infi again stemming against the defeat. He is bringing his A game, I would say. He's bringing the fighting spirit. But against Happy, that is rough. A ghoul gang is making his way across.
These ghouls early game, pretty scary. How many archers do we have against it? Two. One of them half dead already. And only thing you have to defend with is a warden. And a warden is only level 2.
Yep. And an Ancient of War.
So much better here.
Is he triggered into fan? He didn't decide for a spell yet. Nuke? No, Shadow Strike it is. No TP, of course, so the chase is on.
If Infi can save the expansion, everything is all still good and fine. Wait, there's a proxy Ancient of War coming. Wait, he's gonna go mass hunts, it seems like.
Is this
Take out Expo? What the hell?
Plan B, I guess. The ghouls do enough damage. Lich? Lich is Is the Lich... Wait, if he's pulling back? I was about to say, is the Lich dead? It's an all-in.
Okay. Alright. Upper bracket on the line here for Infi with the mass hunts all in. Could go for an AP follow-up? Maybe. Can Happy figure this out? Really cool position on the proxy Ancient of War, by the way. In this little corner between the two bases, while it's still nighttime, it is surprisingly hard to find.
Yeah, this is super cool. Also, the Hunter's Hall in the north. Awesome. The Warden does struggle at the moment with mana, though. And she needs strong Shadow Strikes.
And still struggling with experience. Always the case on LR. Very hard to find that level 3.
I think Happy built one narrow, but no Spirit Tower or anything. Didn't tech yet. Hunters are coming.
He's the Huntress.
Yeah.
You saw it, right? Saw the hunt.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's a little bit fishy. Yeah, graveyard coming
immediately.
Right away.
Yeah, I like it. Spirit Towers are the key. At least to buy time before glaives are coming.
The Fiends are also very, very strong. As long as there's no APs, Fiends are amazing. That's also why we see a second crypt here. And there's not much time for Infi. He has to strike soon.
And there's a long yellow beeline coming across the map. Creeping in the middle, everything else gets in position. The bottom right-hand side for Infi is not an expansion of course. Oh, a hunt gets surrounded! Not
War.
afford that. Finds it. Oh, Happy reads him so well.
And now plan C. Expansion again. Okay. Cool
Happy
for Infi is now with the hunts, he can creep the middle fairly well. Okay, okay.
Oh, there's a streak on the line, Remo. 2,786 games of the middle creep determining the winner on Lost Temple. Might end just here.
And all of a sudden, yeah, the Warden is level 3. But Happy still has a big lead. He's got the expansion way earlier. And the tech is equal between the two. And of course, the expansion could still be cancelled easily.
Big mana potion for the Warden. Exactly what we need for a closer game. Come on, slap a mana stone on top. One of the win, also not too bad.
For a Lich Surround, early game, this could be sick. But the Fiends are coming. And Fiends will destroy this Night Elf army.
Happy is committing hard to static defense, by the way. Double Spirit Tower is a lot. He's getting another cancel. At what cost is always the question.
Who's gonna get caught? Is Happy gonna check the inventory? If he sees the Wand of the Wind, he will realize it's dangerous for him to engage here.
Oh yeah, immediately. Immediately moving to the side. It's very hard to surround. Oh, wait, no! What?
Kill him!
Use! Lift! Up! Yep. You're not getting damage from Shadow Strike while Cycloned, unfortunately, but the surround is here. There's a staff, but can just be cancelled again.
Yeah, second charge. Oh, big mistake by Happy. Didn't check the inventory. And this Warden is now level 4.
It looked like he did because he immediately moved to the side. There was really no reason to engage into this. And the hunt is on. Shadow Strike here, Shadow Strike there. Warden level 4, still a big mana potion. We have a game.
We have a game. And if there ever was a good comeback hero, it is this one, the Warden. If she keeps going like this, might get level 4 soon.
Show the ghoul! Show the ghoul! At the top! Did he see the expansion at the top or not?
Oh, that's a good question. He may not have.
It was super close. Next red spot for Infi.
Well, macroing up is Infi. He knows he has full map control here as long as the Lich is dead. And Lich is under level. Happy got a great expansion timing. Happy got 2 great Expo cans on the other side. That came at a price, and that's the Lich's experience.
Only 2.6. And benched for another 10 seconds. With the DK being locked behind that Lich there as well. 4.4 Warden. Lore's coming. Double Expo coming. And Happy, where do you strike now? You gotta move across the entire map to go to the top spot or to the right hand side for the natural expansion. Infi's brain is ginormous.
Used the reveal, saw the natural Expo, but I think this time Happy is too late to cancel. Could go for some sappers actually if he wants to be cheeky.
True. Wait. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was confused because the building icon was gone, but it's of course the tree waddling.
Happy going for Zeppelin harass play. Oh, does he get the cancel here?
Sick.
I think Infi should be able to TP, right?
Oh,
but can he save it?
No, there's no repair.
No way!
Oh
my god.
The perfect strike.
No cancel. Lots of resources gone. Infi banking hard on this ward.
And has to. But level 5 is probably not enough.
Yeah, needs level 6 for sure. Might need more than level 6. Might need a panda as well. And Happy's getting damn close to building an 80 supply army.
Yep. Needs some time, of course. Infi, by the way, also no Nature's Blessing. You called it. Sappers are an amazing opportunity. But of course, you gotta send something there. Or just fly there.
Happy, despite the expansion being up for so long, is not really very rich, right? No bank here to go for a bunch of scrolls. But we're just finally catching up on levels. Gonna be close to level 4 here after this. And the mana stone is always nice to have.
Yeah. Oh boy, Infi, this is so rough. Just when we had a little bit of hope. Happy is crushing the dreams again. What's the army? Just Fiend Destros, I guess. Lich trying to force the rest of the army back. Dryads are here. Not even the
Warden did not retrain yet. Happy is splitting in anticipation, but no Phantom Knives just yet. We'll have to retrain soon though.
Another kill, 5.1. Slowly but steady. DK level 2, double mana stone. Woohoo, sweet inventory. Happy now positioning a statue next to the acolytes. Does that do much? Maybe just repair.
Not against level 3 Shadow Strike, really. Oh, unload next to the Zeppelin.
Oh,
Zeppelin
sick.
surround. Shredder is caught. Shredder is gone. Oh, and Infi. Not much lumber for him.
Nope. Oh, sick plays. Warden is a bit too late. No tier 3, so no orb. She can't attack. DK is creeping and creeping and creeping. Very good multitasking by Happy. GG. He doesn't give us the fireworks. He was just outplayed. Was in a check position the entire game. Happy is not giving us a big celebration, but he's giving us a winner bracket semifinal versus Kaho, and we get Infi versus Fly, a WCG Grand Final rematch for survival in the lower bracket.
Yeah, definitely the two better players today, I would say. Infi, Happy and Kaho looking quite a bit stronger. Fly and Infi getting here in the first place was wonderful for them already. Yesterday was so epic with Infi, but playoffs, baby. The opponents here are a bit of a different caliber. Infi's human up to the task, but the rest he couldn't.